My Philly cheesesteak. Yo, where's my Philly cheesesteak, man?
Yo, bro, you gotta wait, bro.
Yo, what you mean I gotta wait, man? You got like 5 people that got their ordered after me and got their shit.
You gotta wait, my man.
Yo, I don't want. Yo. What you mean I gotta wait?
Calm down, man.
I want my
Calm down, man. You gotta wait.
What you mean I gotta wait? I gotta wait?
Yeah, my man.
So you saying I gotta wait? Yeah. All right. Let me see if this gotta wait too. Oh shit. Yo, this nigga's wildin'. Yo, you alright? Fuck that.
Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakah Kwadash, Slakia. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation you Akim out there that push this word in truth and in sincerity. Here you have this dude, this bugged out Jake. He came into the store, he ordered a Philly cheesesteak, and he has no patience. He has no discipline. He's just out there. He's one of them wild, emotional Jakes that's been raised by his mother. He probably doesn't have a father in his life, or men that would teach him some kind of discipline. You mean to tell me you don't have patience? Even though, how do you know if these people that's in the store did not order on the phone, then came down to pick it up? Because that's what I do. I will order certain things that I want from particular restaurants, whether it's a Dominican restaurant, or rather it's a pizza shop, and I will go pick it up. So how do you know these people did not call online, call or order online? You can either call the shop personally or order online and go pick it up. How did he know they didn't do that? He's fueled by emotions. And there's something my father always told me, son, when you're not thinking properly and you are in your emotions, you're not thinking straight, and you being in your emotions for that 10 seconds that you're in your emotions and you do something stupid could cost you a lifetime of pain. Whether you would lose your life, that's one aspect, or whether you would go to jail for a long period of time. It doesn't pay to be emotional. And this Jake here was emotional over a sandwich. Over a sandwich, man. So you could tell this dude was raised by his mother. Because a lot of women get emotional like that. So he pulls out a gun, and it looks like behind a counter, even though that store is owned by Arabs, but it looked like it was a Mexican behind it cooking the food. So he pulls the gun out. First, before he pulls the gun, he take a piece of bread or something and throw it back there, and they're trying to calm the situation. And then he said, "You gotta wait." I gotta wait. Okay, so wait for this. And he starts shooting and killed somebody, perhaps. Now he's going to jail. And when he get caught, he's going to reflect upon what he did. Because Jake is bugged out, man. This is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20. It says, "Thy sons have fainted." Talk about the sons of Israel. "They lie at the head of all the streets." Now this guy here, probably was one of these people hanging out in front of the Arab store. Because when you go into the hood, in every hood, whether you in Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, you're going to see Jakes hanging out in front of the establishment of an Ishmaelite, or I'm going to say or Arab's establishment, and they really Ishmaelites, selling their drugs, despite the camera being there. So they're like wild boars in the net. Let's read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in the net. They out there hustling, selling drugs, gang banging, committing adultery with other men's wives. You name it, if it's wicked, they doing it. And that's the mentality of Jake today, man. They don't have a clue of what's going on. They're just fueled by drill music. They fueled by gang banging. They fueled by that culture of Black Death. And that's these people out here, man. The 2/3 of our people are gone, and the Most High is going to bring heavy, swift judgment on the 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you're just not right, man. You're not right, man. You're not right, man. And that's just the bottom line. So let's get back to the verse. It says, Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thy sons have fainted, talking about the sons of Israel. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, because the fear of the Lord is upon them. Because judgment, after a while, is going to be brought upon them, because they are not doing that which is right in the eyes of the Most High. They're committing wickedness, all kind of wickedness. Being a witch, selling drugs. And to tell you in the scriptures, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So you're a witch out there. Modern day witch is a drug dealer. So if you out there selling drugs, rest assured, and you better believe that your days are numbered. Either you're going to do time in prison, or somebody going to delete your bitch ass. It says, they are full of the fear of the Lord. They rebuke, it's the rebuke of the Lord. So let me read that again. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power, which is Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted. Jake is afflicted, man. When I mean Jake, I'm talking about you Negroes on down to Issachar, man. You have been afflicted, and slavery did a major slavery had a major effect on you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You're totally destroyed. You're totally believing Cesare Borgia slash Serapis Christus that goes back to Ptolemy Soter and Ptolemy Philadelphus. You got to understand that history to know this mystery. But Jake don't understand shit but selling drugs, committing adultery, gang banging, and being out there on the highways, not on highways and byways, but slacky, but being out there in the streets all times of night, in the same clothes without washing their ass, talk about they on their grind. And this dude here perhaps may have been one of those Jakes, like I stated earlier, that was hanging out in front of the store. But he lost his cool. He lost his cool over a goddamn sandwich because he felt that he was being disrespected. Because other people received their sandwiches before him. What about patience? What about having an understanding that maybe perhaps these people ordered their food on phone and they making sandwiches because these people ordered the food and they coming to pick it up. And here you come in the store, you order a sandwich and you gotta wait because these people are before you. But you don't know that because you're too dumb to realize that you're dumb. Because you fucking dumb. And that's the mindset of Jake. So it's back in Isaiah chapter 51, verse 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken off the goddamn wine that Esau has pushed upon you, that this drill music, that culture of Black Death have pushed upon you. So you drunken, not having a clue what's going on. You're not physically drunk, drinking actual booze such as Jack Daniels, Jameson, Hennessy. No, you drunk off the philosophies that has been pushed down your throat by Esau, the so-called white man, and that culture of death that Esau also is pushing upon you. Who controls the music industry? Who controls Hollywood? These Amalekites. So they're giving these people, these jakes that have sold out, they're giving them orders to push a culture of death so they can fill these prison systems, and most of them are privately owned. And that also came out with Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony in the 90s. He was a part of that how can I say it? He was a part of that he was part of the people that was summoned to a place in a mansion, and they was given the blueprint on how they want to push hip hop. Why do you think people like Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, that was pushing positive music was pushed out in the early 90s? Because they wanted that gangster rap, that culture of death. No more positive music. No more positive music, just a culture of death. Gang banging, drug dealing, adultery, you name it. And that's why Jake is bugged out. And also, we are under the curses. It says, therefore hear now this, thou were afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. The wine that you were drunken off is not actual physical wine, like I stated a few seconds ago, but it's the way the culture of death that has been pushed upon you. You got to understand something, man. Jake is gone, man. They blind. And they're going to remain in that state pursuant to Isaiah 6 and 9 until the Lord destroys this place. They're going to remain blind because you have an angel that has been sent pursuant to Isaiah 6 and 9 to blind 2/3 of you degenerate Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans of getting this truth. Because the Lord don't want you. You have been rejected. You a reject. So of course you're going to do degenerate, bugged out shit like this, killing somebody or shooting somebody over a goddamn sandwich. Over a goddamn sandwich, man. Showing you the degeneracy and how Jake is bugged out and fueled by emotions because they raised by their mother, but no father figure. Because of course, if you had a father, he's going to teach you how to suppress your emotions and think. He's all emotional over a sandwich. He ain't thinking logic. Maybe these people ordered before I came here, and they getting the orders ready. That was before me. He don't think like that. He's thinking like a goddamn emotional woman. And Apostle Kabar did a show on how this woman was in a buffet, all you can eat. And even though the buffet said $15.99 per person, this woman chose to not pay for her boyfriend, but pay for her sister and give her boyfriend food. And the manager saw that, and it was like, you can't do that. And she got all crazy and irate. That's the nigga woman. So if a man is raised by the nigga woman, he gonna have them same traits and characteristics and do things like the nigga woman. And he shot somebody. That 10 seconds of being emotional and not thinking is gonna cost this asshole a lifetime of pain, because he's gonna do some time. And if he killed somebody, he's gonna do life in prison. It is what it is, man. Let's get back to Isaiah 51. So it says, thus saith the Lord and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink of it. Because we come into the time whereas, hey, the Lord has his elect. And that cup of trembling has been taken off his men, the elect, and still remains on the 2/3, the rejects of the Lord. And the Lord has given us this light. That's why it says in Micah, what is it, Micah 7, And 9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord, because I have sinned against him. Roughly paraphrasing it. So we understand why we're in this condition and why things are happening the way it's happening. But overall, the 2/3, they're going to perish, man. It says, but I will put it into the hands of them that afflict them. Esau, Ishmael. It shows you the people that hate us in Psalms the 83rd chapter, the first verse. Psalms 83:1 on down. Who are our enemies? First and foremost, Esau. Then you got Ishmael. Then you got Moab on down. So ultimately, the Lord put the Spirit on this dude to do that. It says, but I will put it into the hands of them that afflict thee, which have said to my soul, bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the streets to them that went over. Yeah, because Jacob is at the lowest of the lowest, man. And none of these nations respect us. But they'll take your money. Look at all the different Chinese restaurants in the hood. In my neighborhood, on one block, you got 3 Chinese restaurants. So you got a choice of which one you want to go to. In all the neighborhoods, you got multiple Arab stores ran by Arabs. I remember in the 80s, you had bodegas ran by Ephraimites and Jakes. Now, Ishmael, Moab, they running things. But that's all going to change because the Most High is about to bring death and destruction. The Lord Yahweh Shai is about to bring death and destruction to these nations and 2/3 of our people. You see, the thing that got me is this dude is too emotional to realize that maybe perhaps these people ordered before me and they came to pick their food up. Let's listen to this again real quick before I go on, so brothers can understand what I'm saying, because this is crazy, man. This is definitely crazy, man. So let's listen to this video again and see if we can get some more intel out of this video, because it's crazy, man. Here we go.
Where's my Philly cheesesteak, man?
No, bro, you gotta wait, bro.
Yo, what you mean I gotta wait, man? You got like 5 people that got their ordered after me and got their shit.
You gotta wait, my man.
Yo, I don't want. Yo. What you mean I gotta wait?
Calm down, man.
I want my
Calm down, man. You gotta wait.
What you mean I gotta wait? I gotta wait?
Yeah, my man.
So you saying I gotta wait? Yeah. All right. Let me see if this.
Dude lacks in patience. He lacked patience and he's emotional. Check this dude out. Check what he does next. Because he's so emotional, he's not thinking straight. But this 10 seconds, the 10 seconds that it took to do what he did is going to cost him a lifetime of pain, anguish, and and that prison cell is going to be a tomb until this dumb nigga.
Gotta wait too. Oh, shit. Yo, this nigga's wildin'.
He's wilding. A dumb nigga busts off 3 shots because he had to wait. But here's the catch. Niggas like him, the Lord's going to delete them. When that time comes, when Yahweh Shai cracked them skies, at the very same time, the Lord bring that assembly of great nations, Jeremiah 50:9, on down, to come up against Babylon, which is America. He's going to be deleted right along with Esau and the rest of the nations and the rest of the 2/3. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. The 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to be cut off and you're going to die. You're going to die by famine. You're going to die by the sword. You're going to die in these race riots. You're going to die. And ultimately, the ultimate plague is going to be these nuclear missiles. You're going to be deleted. You're going to be burnt with fire, melted. It says, and it's back in Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, and it shall come to pass in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Talk about the elect. It says, and I will bring them, and I will bring the third part through the fire, which is the trial, in which we're going to do now. It says, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and we call on the true names of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, the hopeful elect, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my God. The Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is the God of the Israelites, the elect of the Israelites. Ultimately, this guy here that was reckless in his behavior, reckless in his emotional outbursts, he was the spirit of vengeance. I don't know if anybody died, but ultimately the Most High put the spirit on this dude because the man's goings is of the Lord to do what he did. And that was judgment. Ultimately, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him. Who made him? The Lord Yahweh, for he's the father of spirits. So the Lord put the spirit on this dude. The spirit of vengeance, which is an angel, he put the spirit on this dude because the Most High sent for your instructions while you're sleeping. And that's mentioned in the book of Job. I think it's Job chapter 12, verse 16, if I'm not mistaken. So the Lord put a spirit on you while you sleeping and set up your instructions to do what you want to do. And you wake up in the morning at that set point in time that the Lord sealed his instructions in your head, you're going to do what the Lord says. Who can resist the word of the Lord? You're going to do what the Lord said, and you're going to carry out what the Lord put into your head to do. Because a man's goings are of the Lord. So it says, fire and hell. Back in the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 29. Fire and hell and famine. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts. So you got people getting mauled to death by these animals. People burning in fires. People dying of famine. All this is a spirits of vengeance. All these things are spirits of vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and the sword. The modern day sword is the gun. All these stupid niggas getting put to death by the gun. Do that culture of death that they call drill music. The Lord is putting spirits on these different people to do that, to kill each other, man. It says, punishing the wicked to destruction. The wicked, pursuant to Malachi 1 and 4, is Esau, the so-called white man. But you got wicked Jakes. That's a part of the 2/3. That's out here doing everything, surpassing the deeds of the wicked, the true wicked, which is Esau, the so-called white man. So it reads, verse 31, the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 31. They shall rejoice in his commandments, they shall be ready upon earth when need is. When the Lord wants somebody deleted, he put the spirit, he sent instructions out to his angels to do what the bidding that he wants them to do. It says, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. They're going to do what the Lord told them to do. They're going to carry out to the T. Whether it's a brutal judgment Because most judgments are not pretty. They're all brutal. You people are gonna learn the severity of what's coming down the pike. You people are gonna understand that the Lord is not all love. The Lord would fuck you up if you go off, if you're not right. Especially since the prophets are out there on the highways and the byways, week in and week out. Also, the prophets are out there, pushing this word on the internet, and you run across videos, but you scoff and you scorn because the Lord put that's your lot, man. The Lord put that spirit on you to be a scoffer, to be a scorner. Because as it's written in the scriptures, in the book of Job, the deceive and the deceiver belong to the Most High. Dig that. Dig that. This is Psalm chapter 68, verse 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation, which his name is Yahweh, Why Yahweh Shai, and unto God Yahweh, Why Yahweh Shai, the Lord belongeth the issues from death. So the Lord brings forth judgment. The Lord brings forth people getting put to death. He sanctions it. And the angels carry it out. Spirits created for vengeance. Jake respect nothing but violence, and that's what's coming. Pursuant to Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9 down to 12. Keep thinking everything is a joke. And no one is innocent, man. If something happened to a person, the Most High sanctions it because guess what? He's giving them, he's casting judgment upon them for what they did in this life or in their previous life or the previous life before that. You cannot escape the judgment of the Lord. No one can. This is Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? A righteous man is not going to be cut off from the Lord, man. And when you go back, it says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. Whether it's a little baby, 6 months, 2 years, 5 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old, 20, which is a grown man, a woman, you drown, you get cancer, or whatever the case may be, man. No one perishes innocent, being innocent, man. And the Lord, and go back to the scriptures. Whenever the Most High turned his back on the righteous, he always was there for them and delivered them. Throughout the ages, look at the history. Back in Job chapter 4, verse 7, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity, 2/3, the only ones that can sin are you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You're part of the 2/3 club. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity, sin upon sin, and sow wickedness, reap the same. Because whatever you sow in this life, you're going to reap it, man. If you out there gang banging, committing adultery, doing that which is evil in the eyes of the Most High, you're going to reap it, man. You sowing it, you're going to reap it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. By the blast of Yahweh they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. And that's the bottom line, man. Once the Lord sanctions your death, once you get on the bad side of the Lord, you don't want that smoke, man. The Lord will do you dirty. Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. I'm not going to get it. If you intrigued by what I just said, Deuteronomy 32, verse 39, look it up. And you're going to see the Lord kills and make alive. He wounds and he heals. And guess what? You cannot be delivered out of his hands. Because once you in the courses of the Lord and you doing bad, he gonna fuck you up. Let's watch this video one more time. Because it's actually kind of comical. Because this dude was an emotional rant. He was an emotional wreck. Fueled by his emotions that he got from his mother. And it cost him 10 seconds of emotional non-thinking. Being emotional, not thinking rationally, not thinking logically, cost him a lifetime of pain. Let's watch this video one more time.
Yo, Op! Yo, you alright? Fuck that. Yo, Op, where's my Philly cheesesteak, man?
Yo, bro, you gotta wait, bro.
Yo, what you mean I gotta wait, man? You got like 5 people that got their ordered after me and got their shit.
You gotta wait, my man.
Yo, I don't want... Yo, what you mean I gotta wait?
Calm down, man. Calm down, man. You gotta wait.
What you mean I gotta wait? I gotta wait? Yeah, but...
Dude was a fucking asshole, throwing things on an emotional roller coaster, not understanding maybe perhaps these people ordered online or ordered through phone. Like I stated earlier. Let's continue before I close it out.
So you saying I gotta wait? Yeah, alright. Let me see if this gotta wait too. Oh, shit. Yo!
Because he's emotional, undisciplined, and raised by the nigga woman. And he got nigga woman traits. That 10 seconds that it took for him to make a unreasonable, irrational decision to shoot a gun 3 times cost him either life in prison or a long stint in prison, man. Either which way, it ain't going good for him. So with that, hey man, my father always told me, son, 10 seconds of not thinking properly, 10 seconds of being emotional can cost you a lifetime of pain. Let that sink in. Shalom.